Loper Baseball is on the air. It's time for this afternoon's game. You're listening to the Loper Baseball Radio Network pregame show, brought to you by Jersey Sports Bar and Grill, where the grill and the game are always on. Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wiersbicki.
Well, hello, baseball fans, and welcome. You're listening to the Jersey Sports Bar and Grill pregame show. Jersey Sports Bar and Grill, where the grill and the game are always on, located in North 2nd Avenue in Kearney. It's the inaugural season for the University of Colorado at Colorado Springs, as right now they are throwing out the inaugural first pitch here at Spurgeon Field. It's going to be a high-intensity matchup as you take a look at Colorado Springs. They come in today at 4-3. They beat number 6 Cal Pomona not too long ago to start the season off, and then last week took a game from Colorado State Pueblo. So a pretty talented team for putting together a team in just a year. And the Lopers come into today at 4-4. They went 2-2 in Denver against Metro State just 2 weeks ago, and then last weekend. They went into Arkadelphia, Arkansas, took on 4 Central Region teams. Those 4 teams, they played 4 Central Region games against 3 teams. Henderson State, Ouachita Baptist, they played on Friday. Saturday was against Truman, and then Sunday they took on Ouachita again. The Lopers went 2-2 there as well. And so when you kind of look at the Lopers so far this season, they've played some tough competition, and it's going to be interesting to see here today. It's as we start getting into the conference schedule. The Lopers start conference play in 2 weeks. They'll actually get next weekend off as part of a bye week, and then the following week the Lopers will head down to Joplin, Missouri to take on one of the top teams in the conference every year, it seems like, in Missouri Southern. So it's going to be interesting to see. This is kind of the final tune-up for the Lopers before they hit the conference schedule, and so the bats need to find their stroke. The pitching needs to figure out kind of, who they want to be and kind of their identity. And so, this weekend's a great opportunity for the Lopers to come out and find their identity as we get ready for the 2017 conference schedule, which is coming up here, like I said, in 2 weeks. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I had a chance to sit with head coach Damon Day in the locker room. He gave us a few keys to today, and then we will give you the starting lineups followed by first pitch. You're listening to the Jersey Sports Bar and Grill pregame show on your home for Loper Baseball, the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
The University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers. Stop and think about your future, 5 or even 10 years down the road. What are you doing? How are you living your life? If you're picturing yourself in a meaningful job and contributing to your community, UNK can help. We specialize in showing people how to make a difference every day. That's a powerful outlook on life. College awaits. Your application shouldn't. Apply today to UNK and get ahead on scholarships and housing for next year. Learn more at unk.edu. At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers. We're the ones who turn ideas into action. We produce results to be proud of. We're innovative. It's not enough to just complete a job. We strive to do it better. We put more care into our work because we're people of integrity. We know it takes strength to make a difference, and making a difference is our strength. Seeing is believing. Visit unk.edu and schedule a campus visit today.
Hello, baseball fans. Welcome back. You're listening to the Jersey Sports Bar and Grill pregame show. Jersey Sports Bar and Grill, where the grill and the game are always on, located in North 2nd Avenue in Kearney. Sitting here with head coach Damon Day, coach UCCS. First year that they've kind of had a program. They come in to today at 4-3. What's kind of the scouting report?
Well, I think the first part of this is just the excitement that we have in being a part of history. I mean, it's you get to this time of year and you're kind of just playing and you're going along trying to get your team ready and play better. But if you kind of think outside the box, I mean, we're going to go in the history books today as the home opener for a university that's just starting up baseball. And that's kind of cool. And so I hope our guys understand that, I want to be on the right side of some things on the history side of the books going into this game. And so hopefully we come out with a little bit more energy and a little bit more focus on what we're trying to accomplish. I think that there's going to be a lot of pop, a lot of circumstance, a lot of different things kind of going on. I think so. Part of our pregame preparation is going to be to kind of handle all of that and be able to get going from first pitch. We've had an ability to score early, but haven't had the ability to kind of hold those leads early. And so our goal is always to score first and then come out with a shutdown inning on the mound and then kind of get the game rolling. So it's an exciting day from that standpoint. As far as what they got, they're a brand new team. There's no scouting report on them from last year. There's some players that they have that have done some really good things. But for the most part, as I've said before, we're more worried about what we need to do to be successful, more so than what they're going to try to do. And I think if we can more focus on inwardly on what we're trying to accomplish rather than what they may try to do to us, that's still our big focus here in the preseason.
4 games last weekend in Arkadelphia, Arkansas, took on 4 Central Region opponents. What did you guys kind of take away from last weekend and kind of worked on this week in practice to get ready for the series and to get ready for the conference schedule coming up in 2 weeks?
I think the name of the game this week was consistency. I think we really lack consistency as a baseball team right now. I think that shows in a 4-4 record. We can play really good. We can play really bad. And so I think consistency of our approach at the plate is where it starts. We're an offensive team, and I think we should be doing better offensively than we have in some of our games. I think consistency of our defense, we have to make ball security a consistent effort. It's something that at times can rear its head, and when it does, it puts a lot of pressure on your team to make more plays. It puts guys out of position. Anytime you give up free bases or allow base runners on base, it kind of expands your defense and spreads them out a little bit. And obviously we need to be more consistent on the mound. We haven't had, first weekend we had 2 really good starts in Mitchell Robinson and Bradley Brown, and then last weekend in Arkadelphia, we went 2-2, but we didn't have a guy go past the 5th inning except for one guy, Mitchell Robinson, and that taxes your bullpen. And it showed on Sunday when you got to go to your bullpen that early in the first 3 games. Your bullpen is going to be a little bit tired on day 4, and you saw that when we gave up. I think we gave up 7 runs by our bullpen on Sunday. And so consistency is a huge part of what we're trying to get these guys to focus on, consistently approach each pitch as a new pitch and really focus forward rather than trying to try to live in the rearview mirror.
Tanner Spencer on the mound today, making his 3rd start of the year. First start didn't really go as planned, but last week against Henderson had 7 strikeouts in 5 innings. What does he need to do today to be successful?
I think Tanner needs to quit shooting himself in the foot. I think he needs to quit putting himself in positions of having to make big pitches. He pitches his way into jams, and when he pitches his way out of jams, he's shown some success. And so I like to see him be more aggressive. I like to see him quit trying to pick apart the plate and maybe attack some hitters, especially hitters that we feel like he can pitch to his strengths and get out. And so I think he's been his own worst enemy when it comes to putting himself in positions to where he may be struggling, where he doesn't need to be, where if he gets in that mindset to attack, I think good things have happened for him. But he needs to be more consistent in his mental approach to pitching, more so than a mechanical feel.
All right, Coach, thank you. We're going to take a break. When we come back, starting lineups followed by first pitch. You're listening to the Jersey Sports Bar and Grill pregame show on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
That was the Loper Baseball Radio Network pregame show, brought to you by Jersey Sports Bar and Grill, where the grill and the game are always on. Stay tuned. Starting lineups are just ahead on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
Hello, baseball fans. Welcome back. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network. It is now time for our starting lineups, brought to you by Nebraska Star Beef. Premium beef, fair price. That's Nebraska Star Beef. And first, let's give you the starting lineup for the visitors on the scoreboard. Your University of Nebraska Kearney Lopers. Leading off is the center fielder, number 12, Easton Edmond. Batting second is the first baseman, number 5, Ricky Trammell. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 23, Dallas Schramm. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 19, Brooks Bensett. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 10, Pate Contentious. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 32, Kirk McLeod. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 1, Brent Kirsch. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 9, Matt Solomon. And rounding out the Loper lineup is the shortstop, number 3, Calvin Rudolph. On the mound today for the Lopers, a native of Craig, Saskatchewan, Canada, number 20, Tanner Spencer. As our starting pitcher for UCCS finishes up his warm-up tosses, let's set the defense for the Mountain Lions. In left field is Tyler Keel, in center field, Zach Hall. And in right field, Scott Martinez. In the infield, starting at third base with Colin Ludwig. The shortstop is Matthew McDermott. Second baseman is Efron Medina. And the first baseman is John Mallett. Behind the dish is number 28, Jamie Crabtree. And on the mound, making his his third start of the year, is going to be number 5, Colin Cicere. And Cicere's ready to go. The left-handed bat of Easton Edmond steps in, and the first pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. 2:57 Mountain Time is our official start time as Edmond chops this one on the ground. The second baseman, Efron Medina, can't handle it as it'll roll into right field for a base hit. First base hit of the ball game belongs to Easton Edmond, and that'll bring up Ricky Trammell. Trammell, a switch hitter, going to hit from the left side because of the right-handed Colin Cicere. Trammell steps in, a junior from Kansas City, Missouri, as Cicere comes set. Here's the pitch. That one outside for a ball, 1-0. Trammell hitting .364, 8 games played, 8 games started. 12 hits, 3 doubles, 5 RBIs. Cicere, the pitch. That one outside corner for a strike, and it's 1-1. Head coach Damon Day giving the signals as Trammell steps back in. Cicere, the deal. That one just low and outside. No, they'll call it a strike. So the count 1-2 now to Ricky Trammell. Trammell back in. He has struck out 7 times this year. Cicere, the pitch. That one low and in, and they're going to ring him up. Trammell going to head back to the dugout. A big zone here today from our home plate umpire, Linford King. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, Dallas Schramm. Schramm leads the Lopers in batting average at .567. 4 doubles, 3 homers, 15 RBIs. Cicere going to pick over Edmond back safely. Schramm, a junior from Omaha, Nebraska. Played at Millard North High School. As they'll pick over again, that one low. Edmond back safely. 1 down, runner at first, top of the first. No score between the Lopers and the Mountain Lions. Schramm back in. Still waiting for the first pitch of this at-bat as here it comes. That one in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Head coach Damon Day, 14th season over in that third base coach's box, and we'll give you his assistance after this pitch as Cicere comes set. Checks on Edmond. Edmond on the move. The pitch, swing and a miss. The throw down in time, but the tag got him. A hit and run. Edmond caught stealing. And now 2 down here in the top of the first. So give Dallas Schramm an opportunity to swing away here. He's got 2 strikes on him. Like I mentioned, head coach Damon Day assisted by Max Ayub, Shane Sharkey, Jake Dittman, and Taylor Anderson. As Schramm pops this one up into right. The right fielder, Scott Martinez, hustling over. He'll make the grab for out number 1. Lopers do get 1 hit here, but they do not score in the top of the first. We head into the bottom half. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
The Lopers report.
You're listening to the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
The University of Nebraska at Kearney is ready to make a difference for you. Here, you'll get a quality education and graduate on time with less debt. You'll also have an unforgettable college experience. Join a club, become a leader, make a real difference for yourself and others. Choosing the right college is a big decision. Trust your future with people who care about your success. Choose the University of Nebraska at Kearney because we are difference makers.
Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wiersbicki.
Hello, baseball fans. Welcome back. Spurgeon Field. As we head to the bottom of the first, no score between the Lopers and the Mountain Lions. And let's give you the starting lineup for the Mountain Lions. Leading off, the center fielder, number 7, Zach Hall. Batting second, the left fielder, number 2, Tyler Keel. Batting third, the second baseman, number 16, Efron Medina. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 44, Jeremy Hockmuth. Batting fifth is the first baseman, number 36, John Mallon. Batting sixth is the third baseman, number 34, Colin Ludwig. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 28, Jamie Crabtree. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 4, Matthew McDermott. And the right fielder, number 6, Scott Martinez. And Tanner Spencer going to take the mound for the Lopers here today. Let's set the defense for the Lopers here real fast. In left field, Pete Katentius, the center fielder, Easton Edmond. And in right field is Brooks Benson. In the infield, starting at third base with Brent Kirsch. The shortstop is Calvin Rudolph. Second baseman, Matt Solomon. And the first baseman, Ricky Trammell. Behind the dish for the Lopers today is Kirk McLeod. And like I mentioned, on the mound, Tanner Spencer. And Spencer comes in 0-2 on the year. His pitch 5 1/3, giving up 10 hits, 9 earned runs. He's walked 5 and struck out 8. Batters are hitting .417 against him. As the first pitch is swung on and missed for a strike 0-1 to Zach Hall. Hall played in all 7, started in all 7 games so far for the Mountain Lions, hitting .393. The wheel in the deal. This one popped up in the left, hooking into foul territory, and it'll get out of play. 0-2 the count. The lefty Hall back in. The leg kick and the 0-2. Off-speed pitch just outside. 1-2 the count here. Tanner Spencer, native of Craig, Saskatchewan, Canada. As the 1-2 comes in, swing and a miss, strike 3. As Zach Hall records his 8th strikeout of the season, he'll head back to the third base dugout, and that'll bring up the left fielder, Tyler Keel.
Number 2, Tyler Keel.
Keel, a righty. Batting .556. 3 games played, 3 games started for him. The first pitch from Tanner Spencer. That one just outside, 1-0. Deep breath from Spencer. The wheel and deal. This one chopped right back up the middle. Solomon's got it to throw to first in time for out number 2. Is there was a question that he pulled his foot, but it looks like the call's going to stand. So 2 quick ones here in the bottom of the first, and that'll bring up Efren Medina. Medina's played in 5 games, 4 games started. He's hitting .353 on the season. The leg kick and the first pitch from Spencer to Efren Medina in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Spencer Looking in, still hasn't gotten his sign. And now time called by Efren Medina. Medina back in. The pitch. Low and outside. 1-1 the count. Medina, 1 home run on the year, 1 double in his 3 hits so far on the season. The pitch, this one going to be lined into left. It's down the line. Medina going to round first, but he'll hold tight as Contentious cuts it off. And first hit for the Mountain Lions belongs to Efren Medina.
Number 44, Jeremy Hockmuth.
Now bringing up the designated hitter, Jeremy Hockmuth. Hockmuth getting his 2nd appearance of the season. He's had 2 at-bats, no hits thus far. The righty Hockmuth steps in. Spencer from the stretch for the first time today comes set. The first pitch. That one just inside. It's 1-0. Hockmuth looks down the third base line at head coach Dave Hadjick. His first season with the Mountain Lions here in their first season with a baseball program. That one in there for a strike. The count 1-1. Hockmuth has the sign. Spencer set. Checks on Medina. The 1-1. This one going to be lined up the middle. Easton Edmond coming in. He's going to dive, and he's got it. Out number 3. The Mountain Lions get no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
Like us, follow us, and listen to us. Loper fans, you can follow your UNK baseball team all season long via your favorite social media platform. Like us on Facebook at Upper Deck Club. Find us on Instagram at UNK Baseball. On Twitter, you can follow the team at UNK Baseball, and you can follow Coach Day himself at UNK Coach 47. And of course, you can listen to all the Loper baseball away games on the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Just click the link found on lopers.com. And don't forget to stay connected throughout the entire year by subscribing to the UNK Baseball channel on YouTube. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wiersbicki.
Welcome back, Loper fans. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network. As it's going to be 4-5-6 due up Benson, Contentious, McLeod for the Lopers. And right on cue, Brooks Benson steps in, and the first pitch from Ciceri is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Benson back in. Right-handed batter's box pitch. This one swung on and missed as Benson way out at his front foot on that one. And the count's 0-2. Brooks Benson batting .267, 4 games played, 3 games started, 15 at-bats. He's got 4 hits, 2 doubles, and 1 RBI. As that one low and outside. 1-2 the count. So the Sierra with an ERA of 5.59 currently. The pitch, low, 2-2 the count. Let's get the uniform update for today. UCCS wearing the black caps with the gold bill, white jerseys with the black trim. Black pants with the black soutache and the hiked up blue socks. Or correction, black socks, as Benson way out in front is going to chop this one on the ground, and we're going to have our first error of the ball game. It belongs to the UCCS shortstop, Matthew McDermott. As he came in on the slow roller, rolled right up his arm. And a leadoff base runner here for the Lopers in the second. Back to the uniform update. The Lopers wearing black caps, graphite jerseys with gold and blue numbers, blue trim, graphite pants with a royal blue soutache, and hiked up black socks. The pitch fouled away by Katenchis. 0-1 the count. Katenchis hitting .212 this year. 8 games played, 8 starts. Got 7 hits, 3 doubles, 2 home runs, and 7 RBIs. He'll pick over back safely Benson. Katenchis, the native of Longmont, Colorado, steps in. Cesari, the pitch. This one going to be chopped up the middle. It's going to get through into center for a base hit. Katenchis gives the Lopers their second hit of the ball game here in the second inning, and now 2 on, and nobody out, bringing up Kirk McLeod.
Now batting number 32, Kirk McLeod.
McLeod, a lefty, native of Detroit Lakes, Minnesota. As time called now, and the UCCS third baseman, Colin Ludwig, going to head in and speak with his pitcher, Cesari. McLeod in. I would imagine a sacrifice bunt here. As he shows it, he gets it down the first base side. It's going to roll foul. Just barely. So he'll come back behind the dish. Or correction, he'll come back to the dish. As the catcher, Crabtree, will come back behind the dish. McLeod looking at head coach Damon Day. I imagine another sacrifice here. Got his sign. Checks on Benson. The bunt going to be right back to him on the mound. The throw to third. Got him. So the sacrifice does not prevail. As Cesari throws it to Ludwig at third. And now 1 down for Brent Kirsch.
Now batting number 1, Brent Kirsch.
Kirsch on the season, hitting .095. Started the year in a slump, but found his stroke in the last couple games last weekend in Arkadelphia. First pitch from Cesari, swung on a miss for a strike, 0-1. Back in. Cesari checks on the runners, now comes set. And the pitch is low, count even. And 2-2. Or correction, 1-1. Kirsch. A pitch from Cesari, low in the dirt, as he was right at the catcher Crabtree's feet, couldn't find it. Runners will hold tight. And the count 2-1. Our pitcher, Colin Cesari, a sophomore from Monument, Colorado, played at Indian Hills Community College last year. 6'1" sophomore, Cesari. As Kirsch steps in. The 2-1. This one going to be right on the line into the glove of Mallon. He'll run over and touch first for out number 3. Some bad luck for the Lopers here in the top of the first. As they're held scoreless, we head to the bottom half. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
This Loper Baseball Radio Network broadcast brought to you by the 2017 Upper Deck Club corporate sponsors, including 5 Points Bank, Aflac, Bruce Furniture, Bruner Frank LLC, the Buffalo County Fairgrounds, Coca-Cola, Culligan Water, and Eagle Dental.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers. We're the ones who turn ideas into action. We produce results to be proud of. We're innovative. It's not enough to just complete a job. We strive to do it better. We put more care into our work because we're people of integrity. We know it takes strength to make a difference, and making a difference is our strength. Seeing is believing. Visit unk.edu and schedule a campus visit today.
Welcome back. No score here in Colorado Springs. Colton Wurzbicki here with you. As Lopers in the top of the second had some bad luck. Sacrifice bunt didn't pay off as they got the out at third. And then a line drive right down the line. The first baseman, Mallon, able to snag it out of the air and touch first for the double play to end it. And speaking of Mallon, here he comes at the dish. 5, 6, 7 due up. Mallon, Ludwig, and Crabtree. As the righty Mallon steps in to face the righty Tanner Spencer, here's the first pitch. In there for a strike at its own 1. Spencer, the lane kick and the 0-1. Allen going to swing and miss on this one. And the count's 0-2. The lane kick and the 0-2. Allen going to chop this one to third. Kirsch has it easy to throw across in time for out number 1. 5-3 put out to start the bottom of the second. And that'll bring up Colin Ludwig. Ludwig hitting .261. Has started in every game this season for the Mountain Lions. Spencer, the first pitch. That one in there for a strike at its 0-1. Kirk McLeod behind the dish might have stole one there. Great frame job from the senior from Detroit Lakes, Minnesota, as this one's going to be lofted up into left in foul territory. And Spencer up 0-2 now. I think now's a good time to mention my keys to the game, as Tanner Spencer has done a fantastic job so far in the first 2 innings, and Ludwig steps back in, so I'll continue that here in a moment. The 0-2, this one fouled away. Keys to the game, pitching-wise for Tanner Spencer today. First pitch strikes, got to get ahead in the count. He's done a phenomenal job of that here so far. And the other one is to get the first batter out. It's hard to get some offense going when you've got outs on the board. So let's see if Tanner Spencer can continue that trend here in this ball game as Ludwig fouls this one away. The count holds at 0-2. Ludwig steps in. A freshman infielder from Chandler, Arizona. The 0-2. This one going to be popped up behind the plate. McLeod hustling back, and he's going to run out of room as this one's going to get into the stands. First souvenir of the year here at Spurgeon Field. As they throw it back onto the field, Wrigley Field style. Saying, I don't want that baseball. Speaking of souvenir, pretty cool promotion going on today at Spurgeon Field. Like I mentioned in the pregame show, this is the inaugural season for UCCS. Today they were handing out inaugural season baseballs. First 100 fans got one, so pretty cool promotion there. The 0-2 is going to be fouled away. And so we'll hold tight again here at 0-2. And I actually got one. They gave me an inaugural baseball. It's got the Mountain Lion on it. It says UCCS Baseball Inaugural Season 2017. For you baseball memorabilia freaks out there, $200 if you want it. This one's popped up over to the left side. Kirsch hustling over, but he's going to run out of room. Great battle here from Ludwig. No score here in the bottom of the second. Nobody on, one down for the Mountain Lions. Here at Spurgeon Field, the friendly confines. As it says on the right field wall, the 0-2. Outside, 1-2 the count. Spencer looking to win this at bat, the windup and the 1-2. This one popped up into foul territory, and again, out of play. Ludwig does not want to sit down. As he looks down at head coach Dave Hadjick. Back into the left-handed batter's box. The 1-2 from Spencer. This one going to be lined into right as Brooks Benson leaps. Can't get it. Going to roll to the wall. Coming around first and pulling up at second is Ludwig. And a one-out double for the Mountain Lions here in the bottom of the second.
Now batting number 28, Jamie Crabtree.
And the catcher, Jamie Crabtree, to step in. Crabtree, a righty. Hitting .750 on the year in 2 games played. Spencer steps off the rubber, now back on. Jackson, the runner, the pitch. This one chopped to the ground. Kirsch dives. He's got it. Runner came off second to throw to first in time as he looked him back. And Brent Kirsch putting on a clinic at third. 2 down now with a runner at second. And that'll bring up Matthew McDermott.
Number 4, Matthew McDermott.
McDermott, a righty. A freshman hitting .211 in 6 games started, 6 games played. He steps in, the senior. Tanner Spencer set the pitch. This one going to be lofted up on the left side. The wind is going to push it out. And the count 0-1. Bottom of the second, no score. Runner at second for UCCS, 2 down. Back in is McDermott. Spencer sent it to letters. The 0-1. Inside, and it's going to hit him. So now 2 down and 2 on for UCCS, and that'll bring up Scott Martinez, the junior right fielder.
Number 6, Scott Martinez.
Martinez played in 3 games this far this year, started in those 3, hitting .143 on the year. Spencer sat, checks on the runner at second. First pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Martinez, 5 strikeouts on the year. As he's back in. Spencer, the 0-1. That one low and outside. McClellan to drop to his knees to corral it. Runners won't advance. And the count 1-1. Martinez, a junior outfielder from Las Vegas, Nevada. Spencer, deep breath. The 1-1. This one chopped to the ground, foul down the third base side. And Spencer ahead in the count here, 1-2. Martinez playing with the dirt in the right-handed batter's box, so now to officially step in. Spencer, deep breath. Shanks on the runner. The 1-2. Low and outside. This one will get away from McLeod, though, as the runners will advance. And now a 2-2 count with 2 in scoring position for the Mountain Lions. Ludwig at third, McDermott at second. On deck is Zach Hall. Deep breath, set the 2-2. This one chopped on the ground. It's a slow roller. Kirsch has it. The nice, easy throw to first in time for out number 3. So UCCS gets 2 runners in scoring position, but can't put anything on the board as we head to the third. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, it's the people who make the biggest difference. Here, students get the help and support they need to earn a quality education. Professors know your name and oftentimes help students find internships or even that first job after graduation. The campus is filled with people who care enough to make a difference in your life. It's also filled with opportunities to make a difference for others. Here, you can explore the world around you with confidence, knowing you have people behind you every step of the way. At UNK, we're all difference makers. We turn ideas into action. We produce results to be proud of. We put more care into our work because we're people of integrity. We know it takes strength to make a difference, and making a difference is our strength. Find out how you can make a difference at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Visit unk.edu and schedule a campus visit today.
Welcome back. No score here as we head to the third inning between the Lopers and the University of Colorado at Colorado Springs. Beautiful day, mid-60s. Sun in the sky, just a few clouds. Light breeze blowing from right field to left field. Nothing beats good baseball weather, especially in Colorado. Coming up, it's going to be 8-9-1 for the Lopers, starting with Matt Solomon. The first pitch to Solomon, going to be on a line into right. It's going to get down. It's fair. It's going to roll into the bullpen corner, and he's going to pull up at second with a leadoff double here in the third. Matt Solomon with a huge hit here to start the third, and that'll bring up Calvin Rudolph.
Now batting number 3, Calvin Rudolph.
Rudolph hitting .312 on the year. Has made 5 appearances, 4 starts for the Lopers. He has 2 doubles on the year and 2 RBIs. Base hit here would give him his 3rd RBI. With a pretty good speed of Matt Solomon at second. So Siri, the pitch, that one outside, 1-0. Rudolph getting the start at short today. Freshman from Omaha, Nebraska, played at Millard South High School. Yeah, so Siri checks on Solomon. The pitch is that one's going to hit him. Hit by pitch. He'll put Rudolph on first. And now 2 on and nobody out again for the Lopers, bringing up Easton Edmond. I imagine a sacrifice bunt here. You got 2, 3, 4 up. And the two leading hitters in the Loper lineup sit on deck and in the hole. No score, top of the third. 2 on, nobody out for the Lopers. Edmond in. Senior from Lincoln, Nebraska. Was caught stealing after getting a single in the first. Is the first pitch from Cesari's in there for a strike 0-1. No bunt attempt here. As he's back in. Cesari, the pitch. This one swung on and missed. 0-2 now to the Loper center fielder. Deep breath from Cesari as he comes set, and Edmond's going to call time. Yeah, Cesari delivers. Cesari just fired that one in there. Cesari checks on Rudolph. Now on Solomon as he comes set. The pitch. Edmond going to chop this one up the middle. McDermott's got it. He bobbles. He's going to have to make the throw to first. Nope. Another error for the shortstop, McDermott. And now they're loaded.
Now batting.
Nobody out for Ricky Trammell.
Trammell.
Trammell on the day. 1 for 1. As a pitch in there for a strike in its own 1. Correction, Trammell 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out looking at his first at bat. That was Edmond who's 1 for 1 on the day. Now 1 for 2 after the error for McDermott. Here's the pitch. Is Trammell going to foul this one into the grandstand? And now it's 0-2 to the junior from Kansas City, Missouri. Back in. Yeah, Cesari didn't like the sign he had. He'll step off the back of the rubber. Cesari checks on the runners. The pitch. That one, emergency hack and missed from Trammell. His second strikeout of the day as he'll head back to the dugout, and that'll bring up Dallas Schramm with the bases loaded and 1 down.
Now batting number 23, Dallas Schramm.
Part 1 of the Smash Brothers, Dallas Schramm. As he has been on absolute fire this year. Steps in. Cesari. Set. First pitch to Schramm. That one way outside. 1-0 the count. Schramm coming into today hitting .567. That leads the Lopers. Flew out to right field in his first at-bat today. And now time called is Crabtree, the catcher, going to head out to speak with Colin Cesari. Saying, hey, don't give this kid anything good, because he'll put it over the left field fence. Set is Cesari. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count now. Schramm leads the team in RBIs as well. He's got 15. Let's see if he can add to that total here. The 1-1. Schramm going to foul this one away. And the count 1-2 now to the designated hitter from Omaha, Nebraska. Taps his cleats and steps in. Comes set. The 1-2. Schramm going to swing and miss on that one. 2 down now for Brooks Benson. Bases loaded
Now
here in the
batting,
top of the
number
third.
19,
No
Brooks
score.
Benson.
Benson 0 for 1 on the day, as he reached base on an error by McDermott. Ciceri, first pitch. That one outside. 1-0 the count. Benson. Ciceri finally gets his sign. Now checks the runners. 1-0. This one's going to be lofted up just beyond the infield. The second baseman, Medina, calling everyone off. He's going to make the grab for out number 3. The Lopers load him with nobody out in the top of the third, but can't score. We head to the bottom of the third.
The Lopers
UNK
recorded 0 runs on
and
1 hit
UCCS
with
tied at 0. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers. Stop and think about your future, 5 or even 10 years down the road. What are you doing? How are you living your life? If you're picturing yourself in a meaningful job and contributing to your community, UNK can help. We specialize in showing people how to make a difference every day. That's a powerful outlook on life. College awaits. Your application shouldn't. Apply today to UNK and get ahead on scholarships and housing for next year. Learn more at unk.edu.
This Loper Baseball Radio Network broadcast brought to you by the 2017 Upper Deck Club corporate sponsors, including Field Goal Agronomics, First National Bank, Jersey Sports Bar and Grill, Johnson Lawn and Landscape, Nebraska Star Beef, Nebraska Land Distributors, and Nebraska Land National Bank.
Welcome back. No score between the Lopers and the Mountain Lions. Lopers loaded them up in the top of the third, but couldn't
Leading off
score.
the bottom of the third inning, number 7, Zach Hall.
That'll bring up to the top of the order with Zach Hall. Hollow lefty steps in. Struck out in his first at bat. He has the first pitch in there for a strike 0-1. A few whats from the crowd, as they may have disagreed with that one. The lane kick and the 0-1 from Tanner Spencer. This one lofted up into left, a high fly ball. Contentious barely has to move as he'll make the grab for out number 1. 1 down now here in the bottom of the third. And that'll bring up
Number
Tyler
2,
Keel.
Tyler Keel.
Keel. Coming into today, hitting .556 as the first pitch is a ball 1-0. Keel grounded out to Solomon in his first at bat. Here's the next pitch. This one chopped to the ground, and it's going to get through. Into left, down the line for a base hit. Keel going to take the turnaround first. He's going to slide into second, safe. And a 1-out double here for the Mountain Lions. Back-to-back innings, they've had 1-out doubles.
16,
That'll bring up Efron Medina. Medina, the second baseman. Snaps into the right-handed batter's box. Spencer has his sign, deep breath. First pitch to Medina. That one low for a ball, 1-0. Medina singled at his first at bat and was left on base. That was in the first. Back in, righty-righty matchup, one down. Bottom of the third, no score. Spencer. 1-0. In there for a strike, it's 1-1. Taylor Spencer pretty much in cruise control here. 11 batters faced, 1 strikeout. He's given up 3 hits, but no walks. The 1-1 coming. Fouled away. And Taylor Spencer back up in the count here. 1-2. Mentioned it before. Tanner Spencer, native of Quebec, Saskatchewan, Canada. Played junior college baseball at Colby Community College. I know his dad, Larry's out there listening. We appreciate your support, Larry. As he comes set, the 1-1. This one off the end of the bat, right to Rudolph is short. The freshman's got it to throw to first in time. Runner does advance, though. And so now a runner at third and 2 down for the designated hitter, Jeremy Hockmuth.
Now batting, number 44, Jeremy Hockmuth.
Hockmuth stamps into the right-handed batter's box. Big old fella. The first pitch, low and outside for a ball, 1-0. Flew out to center field in his first at bat. As Hockmuth in. Set. 1-0 from Spencer. That one in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Hockmuth, a junior from Colorado Springs, Colorado, Lamar Community College. Air Academy High School here in Colorado Springs. He stands at 6'3". Big dog. 1-1. This one on a line. Fair. Into left. And we have our first score of the ball game. As Hockmuth going to come around second. And he'll hold tight. A 2-out double. And the Mountain Lions lead 1-0.
Now batting, number 36, John Mallon.
And that'll bring up John Mallon. Mallon in. Spencer's set. Checks on Hockmuth. First pitch. This one going to be lofted up into center. As Easton Edmond going to make the grab for out number 3. UCCS gets the lead in this ball game thanks to an RBI double from Jeremy Hockmuth. We head to the top of the fourth. UCCS leads 1-0. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers.
I'm making a difference by researching new and better ways to diagnose Alzheimer's.
I'm making a difference by being the first one in my family to attend college.
By inspiring others to overcome challenges.
By teaching kids to be active and live healthy.
By throwing a concert to benefit the Youth AIDS Foundation.
By helping students reach new heights.
By cheering the Lopers on to victory!
Discover how you can make a difference at unk.edu.
Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wiersbicki.
UNK Baseball right here on the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Colton Wurzbicki here with you. Lopers trail 1-0 here in the top of the fourth. And it's going to be 5, 6, 7 to Contentious, McLeod, and Kirsch. Contentious 1 for 1 on the day with a single as the first pitch from Ciceri is outside. 1-0. The next pitch. That one upstairs, 2-0 now to Contentious. The pitch. That one low as they're going to check down. And no, the home plate umpire is going to say he went around. No need for a check, and the count's 2-1. This one chopped up the middle. McDermott makes the grab this time. That's his first clean play of the game. He gets the out at first. 1 down. That'll bring up Kirk McLeod.
Now batting, number 32, Kirk McLeod.
McLeod. 0 for 1 on the day. As he attempted a sacrifice bunt that went down as a fielder's choice as the throw went from the pitcher Ciceri to the third baseman Ludwig. 0-1 count. The pitch. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Ciceri back up on the rubber. And McLeod stepped in. Ciceri was ready to go. So McLeod now going to call time and step out. Kind of slow the pace of this ball game. The lane kick and the 0-2. Outside, 1-2 now the count. Ciceri shakes off the sign. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down for the Lopers here in the top of the fourth. That'll bring up Brent Kirsch. He's 0 for 1 on the day.
Now batting, number 1, Brent Kirsch.
Kirsch gets his sign, now steps in. First pitch from Ciceri. The leg kick in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Kirsch hitting .154 with 2 outs this season. As this one's chopped up the middle, McDermott has got it. The throw to first in time for out number 3. 1-2-3 for the Lopers here in the top of the fourth. We head to the bottom half. UNK trails 1-0. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
The University of Nebraska at Kearney is ready to make a difference for you. Here, you'll get a quality education and graduate on time with less debt. You'll also have an unforgettable college experience. Join a club, become a leader, make a real difference for yourself and others. Choosing the right college is a big decision. Trust your future with people who care about your success. Choose the University of Nebraska at Kearney because we are difference makers.
Loper fans, be sure to follow your UNK baseball team wherever they play from wherever you are. Most home games are broadcast on 1340 AM KGFW, and all games, both home and away, are broadcast online via the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Just follow the link found on lopers.com to listen via radio stream or YouTube so you don't miss a minute of your Lopers in action all season long.
Welcome back. Lopers trail 1-0 with Tanner Spencer on the mound. He's done a pretty nice job today. 3 innings pitched, only 4 hits given up, 1 earned, no walks, 1 K. The 4 hits that he's given up, 3 of them have been doubles. He's faced 14 batters. And this is going to bring up Colin Ludwig, 6'7", for the Mountain Lions. The pitch from Spencer in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Ludwig had that amazing battle at the dish earlier today. I think he saw 10-plus pitches in that at-bat before finally getting a base hit. Pitch going to be lofted up into left. Contentious over to his right of field as he's going to make the grab for out number 1. One of the keys to the game, Tanner Spencer, get the first out of the inning.
Now
done so here.
28.
And that'll bring up Jamie Crabtree. Crabtree 0 for 1 on the day. The pitch from Spencer in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Crabtree back in. 5'10" redshirt junior from Mission, Kansas. That one will miss, and it's 1-1. Spencer got his sign quickly that time, the 1-1. That one low in the dirt. 2-1 now the count. Stands filling up nicely here at Spurgeon Field for UCCS baseball's very first home opener. As this one's lofted up to the first base side, out of play. One into the count here to Crabtree. Spencer, the 1-2 pitch. This one chopped foul. As they're going to say it hit Crabtree in the box. So the count 2-2. Crabtree grounded out to third in his last at bat. As the late kick in, the 2-2 from Tanner Spencer. This one going to be lofted up into left. Contentious hustling back as this one is gone.
That's a UC home run!
Crabtree takes it deep.
Program history.
And that is his first of the season, the first home run. A home run in UCCS history belongs to Jeremy Crabtree.
Now batting.
And the score 2-0 now for Matthew McDermott. The pitch swung on and missed for a strike, 0-1. Spencer. The pitch. That one outside. The pitch. Fouled away. 2-0 our score. Here in the bottom of the fourth. The Mountain Lions lead. 1-2 count. Pitch from Tanner Spencer. This one going to be lofted into center. Edmonds got to get on his horse as this one's going to get down in the gap. Off the wall. And that'll be a one-out double now for Matthew McDermott.
Now batting, number 6, Scott Martinez.
And time called now is Kirk McLeod going to head out to speak with Tanner Spencer. McLeod coming back to the dish. As Tanner Spencer getting ready to face Scott Martinez, the right fielder. Martinez hitting 125 in the year. Comes in with one down and a runner at second. Spencer steps off. Now back onto the rubber. Sant. Deep breath. The first pitch, he's going to bunt it down the third base line, and it hit the lip and rolled foul. Trying to catch the Lopers by surprise, but it hit the lip down the third baseline. So the count 0-1 here to Scott Martinez. Martinez back in, righty-righty matchup, one down. 0-2 count, one down, runner at first. Colorado Springs leads 4-0. Pitch from Tanner Spencer, popped up into right. Brooks Benson hustling in, and he's going to make the catch as he ran into Matt Solomon, who was on his way over there. And will it be time for athletic trainer Grant Roerig's first appearance of the season? Nope, as Solomon will get up and hustle back to his position. 2 down and a runner at first. Bottom of the 4th. Medina 1 for 2 on the day. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be lined foul. Is it just hooked down the left field line? Count 0-1. Back in. Spencer. Jackson on the runner at first. Pick over. Back safely is Hall, as it was close. Stamps in. Efren. Medina. The 0-1 from Tanner Spencer. Runner on the move this time as McLeod had trouble getting it out of his glove. The throw not going to be in time. And the count 1-1. Kind of an awkward slide there by Zach Hall. But he'll get the stolen base, his second of the season. One count. Spencer. The 1-1. That one in there for a strike, and it's 1-2 now. 2 down, bottom of the 4th. Lopers trail 4-0. Spencer has his sign. Checks on Hall once, now twice. The 1-2. Low and outside, 2-2 the count. Efren. Medina. Into the box. Here comes the 2-2 from Tanner Spencer. Just outside. Off-speed pitch. And the count now full with 2 down. Bottom 4th, 4-0 our score. As Colorado Springs leads it. Sat. Looking to win the payoff pitch. Here it comes. This one chopped to the ground, foul. So we'll reset for another full count. Medina adjusting his batting gloves. Now steps in. Hitting .333 on the year with 2 down. He's got 5 RBIs. The 3-2. This one chopped to the ground. Kirsch hustling over, can't get it. Backhand by Rudolph to throw across, long hop. As Trammell can't scoop it. Runner will come across to score. And it's 5-0. Mountain Lions lead. And that'll bring up Jeremy Hockmuth.
Now batting number 44, Jeremy Hockmuth.
Hockmuth steps in. One for two on the day. As that one's low. 1-0 the count. Hockmuth had an RBI double that ended the third. It gave UCCS the lead. Now he comes in here with a runner at first in a 5-0 lead with 2 down. Spencer, the pitch. This one lofted up foul. The count 1-1. Kirk McLeod signaling to the dugout that needs a new sign. Now squats down behind the dish. Spencer's set. The 1-1. This one popped up into center. Edmond hustling in. Can he grab this one? No, it'll get down. And now 2 down with runners at the corners. He's going to bring up John Mallon.
Now batting number 36, John Mallon.
Yes. We have timeout on the field. Our home plate umpire going to head over and get some new baseballs. Very inconvenient time to do that. Two down, runners at the corners. Lopers trail 5-0 here in the bottom of the fourth. Send it to Letters. Pitch from Tanner Spencer, and he's going to call time. And we're ready to go with Spencer set. The pitch. That one low. As McLeod had trouble finding it, but is able to get it before Hockmuth took off at first. Wasn't far enough away for Medina to try and take home. Spencer. 1-0 pitch. That one low, 2-0 now the count. Mallon 0 for 2 on the day, grounded out to third and flew out to center. The 2-0 fouled away. Two and one, they count now. Mallon is 6'2", redshirt freshman from Highlands Ranch, Colorado. Played at Adams State last year. Member of the RMAC. The 2-1. That one gonna get away from McLeod. Run gonna come across the score, and it's 6-0. Lopers just cannot catch a break. Three 3-1 count now to John Mallon. Back in. Send it to Letters. And they'll step off. Spencer. The 2-2. This one chopped on the ground. Rudolph backhand, can't get it. Hockmuth coming around is contentious, misplays it and left. Run scores, and it's 7-0. A good majority of this coming with 2 down. And that'll bring up
34,
Colin
Ludwig.
Colin Ludwig. Spencer. First pitch to Ludwig. Fouled away. Seven to nothing. The score. It's been a 6 spot here in the bottom of the 4th. Spencer. The pitch. This one chopped to the ground. Ricky Trammell will play it. He'll touch first. And that'll stop the bleeding. The Lopers give up a 6 spot. Here in the bottom of the 4th, we head to the 5th. UNK trails 7-0. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
This Loper Baseball Radio Network broadcast brought to you by the 2017 Upper Deck Club corporate sponsors, including Marcotte Insurance, Midway Chevrolet, Runza, Samson Construction, PM Sporting Goods, U.S. Bank, Vintage Title and Escrow Company, and Eunice Hospitality.
There's something to be said about those quality Nebraska values. Waving at a neighbor, working hard each day, helping someone in need. At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, those qualities lead to an incredible college experience. The campus is filled with people who care enough to make a difference in the lives of students. They also show you how to make a difference for others and positively impact the world around you. At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, that's called being a difference maker. Find out how you can make a difference at unk.edu.
Welcome back. Lopers trail 7-0 here at Spurgeon Field in Colorado Springs, Colorado. As due up here, going to be 8-9-1, starting with Matt Solomon.
Number 9, Matt Solomon.
Solomon doubled in his first at-bat today as that pitch is in there for a strike 0-1. That long bottom of the 4th may have caused you to forget who's pitching for Colorado Springs. It's Colin Ciceri as he fires that one in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. The leg kick and the 0-2. Solomon going to foul this one away. So we'll hold tight at 0-2. Solomon, a senior from Owasso, Oklahoma. This is his second year with the Lopers. Played community college baseball at Coffeyville Community College as that one dips low for a ball, 1-2. Ciceri shaking off multiple signs, now has one. The 0-2 going to be chopped on the ground, and actually it was a line drive right to Efren Medina. So he makes the grab for out number 1.
Now batting, number 3, Calvin Rudolph.
That'll bring up Calvin Rudolph. The Lopers got 2 on in the top of the 2nd. With nobody out, were unable to score. Got the bases loaded with nobody out in the top of the 3rd and couldn't score. As Rudolph, first pitch swinging, chopped to the ground to McDermott to throw to first in time for out number 2. And now we head back to the top of the order with Easton Edmonds.
Now
Edmond has one of the 3 Loper hits on the day.
Edmond.
Lefty from Lincoln, Nebraska. Steps in the first pitch. That one low, 1-0. The late kick and the 1-0 from Cecily in there for a strike. And it's 1-1. 1-1 pitch. In there for a strike, and it's 1-2 now to Edmond. Edmond, a sports management major. As he steps in and calls time. Deep breath as he now steps back into the box. 1-2 count, 2 down, nobody on. Top of the fifth, Lopers trail 7-0. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Lopers go down in order here in the fifth. We head to the bottom half. UNK trails 7-0. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
Lopers go down.
You're listening to the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
The University of Nebraska at Kearney is ready to make a difference for you. Here, you'll get a quality education and graduate on time with less debt. You'll also have an unforgettable college experience. Join a club, become a leader, make a real difference for yourself and others. Choosing the right college is a big decision. Trust your future with people who care about your success. Choose the University of Nebraska at Kearney because we are difference makers.
Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wiersbicki.
Slow down, baby.
Welcome back. UNK trails 7-0 here at Spurgeon Field in Colorado Springs, Colorado. As Tanner Spencer back out onto the mound. He's pitched 4 innings, given up 10 hits, 7 earned runs.
Number 28, Jamie Crabtree.
He's got 1 strikeout, giving up 4 doubles, 1 homer, and 24 batters faced. There are some bodies up in the Loper bullpen. If head coach Damon Day decides to go to him. As the first pitch is going to be lofted up into shallow center. Edmond hustling. He'll make the grab for out number 1. So a quick one here to begin the fifth, bottom of the fifth. And that'll bring up Matthew McDermott.
Number 4, Matthew McDermott.
McDermott, a righty from Aurora, Colorado, and Smoky Hill High School. As the first pitch from Tanner Spencer is upstairs for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 outside, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch from Tanner Spencer in there for a strike. And it's 2-1 now to the freshman. Spencer working quick as the 2-1 pitch comes in. It's going to be roped foul down the left field line. Two and to the count. Here's the pitch. This one, foul. Two count, 1 down, nobody on here in the bottom of the fifth. UCCS leads 7-0. The pitch. This one fouled away. A lot of fight here from Matthew McDermott. Here's the pitch. That one low. Full count. McDermott hit by a pitch in his first at bat and doubled in his second. Hitting .250 on the year. The pitch. This one poked into center. Edmond hustling the dive. Can't get it. McDermott coming around first. He'll pull up at second. And a one-out double here for the Mountain Lions. Everything's falling their way.
Number 6, Scott Martinez.
As that has been a few bloopers that have landed. And now Scott Martinez stepping in. Spencer. First pitch. In there for a strike in. It's 0-1. That's a sign. Here's the 0-1. That one low. Get away from McLeod. McDermott all the way up to third. And now a 1-1 count with one down. Spencer. A 1-1. This one right back up the middle, base hit. Another run going to come across to score. It's 8-0. Now bring up the top of the order, Zach Hall.
Zach Hall.
And now time called as McLeod going to head out to speak with Tanner Spencer. Home plate umpire Linford King going to head out and break up the meeting. And usually, after a meeting like that, McLeod will get back behind the dish. And then Damon Day will head out. As I look into the Loper dugout, he has just put on his ball cap. Let's see if he makes the move to the mound. Now he's going to stay put. Set at the letters. The pitch. In there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Back in the lefty Hall. Spencer. The pitch. This one on a line, foul. 0-2 count now to the leadoff batter Hall. Back in. Set. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Tanner Spencer's second strikeout of the game. And that is also
now batting number
Zach
2,
Hall's second strikeout of the game.
Keel.
The left fielder Tyler Keel to step in now with two down and a runner at first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. Send at the letters. The 0-1 to Keel. This one going to be lofted up into deep center. Edmond hustling back. As he's got a beat on it, he'll make the grab for out number 3. UCCS gets a run here in the bottom of the 5th as they now lead 8-0. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
Record 1 run on 2 hits with 0 errors.
You're listening to the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
The University of Nebraska at Kearney is ready to make a difference for you. Here, you'll get a quality education and graduate on time with less debt. You'll also have an unforgettable college experience. Join a club, become a leader, make a real difference for yourself and others. Choosing the right college is a big decision. Trust your future with people who care about your success. Choose the University of Nebraska at Kearney because we are difference makers.
Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wiersbicki.
All right, let's visit a page in the rules book now. As in MIAA play, in a 9-inning ball game, there is a 10-run after 7 rule. We are currently here in the top of the 6th.
Ricky Trammell.
As 2 runs would put UCCS at that 10-run rule. As Ricky Trammell steps in, the first pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. So we revisit that rule, 10 after 7. As the 0-1 going to be chopped to the ground. Medina can't get it as it rolls into right for a base hit. So a leadoff base runner for the Lopers here in the top of the 6th, and that'll bring up Dallas Schramm.
Now batting, number 23, Dallas Schramm.
Now, this is a non-con game. UCCS, part of the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. UNK, obviously, part of the MIAA. And there could be an agreement between the 2 head coaches that we're going to go to the full 9. As that pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. So the rule is 10 after 7. But if there's an agreement between the coaches and the umpires, we'll go the full 9. And hopefully we don't have to get to that point. As the pitch is going to miss low, and it's 1-1 to Schramm. Schramm back in. The pitch. Two and 1 the count. Score update as the Drury Panthers defeat Washburn 3-2. As Schramm fouls this one away, the count even at 2-2. We'll give you some score updates from around the MIAA as they're given to us. As the series set, the 2-2 to Schramm. Schramm going to launch this one down the line in the left. As it hits a bump in the outfield, and it'll go right to the left fielder. So now 2 on and nobody out for the Lopers here in the top of the 6th.
Now batting, number 19, Brooks.
And that'll bring up Brooks Benson, native of Parker, Colorado. Benson 0 for 2 on the day. Came into today hitting .267. The Lopers had 2 on with nobody out in the 2nd and the 3rd inning and were unable to score. They actually had the bases loaded in the 3rd and didn't score. As a pick attempt to 2nd, back safely is Trammell. The pitch. Now it outside, and they'll call it on the corner for a strike, 0-1. Benson in the box. Deal one. Outside. 1-1 now the count. Has his sign. As Benson now steps in. Ciceri checks on Trammell, the pitch. Low and outside, and it's 2-1. Benson could use a base hit here. Pitch outside, 3-1. No walks on the day for Colin Ciceri. And as I say that and look into the Mountain Lion bullpen, they've got some bodies down there, but nobody up and working. The 3-1. That one in there for a strike, and the count's full. Catcher Crabtree grabbed that one and then popped up quickly. Looking to throw down to first. As Benson steps in, the 3-2 coming from Ciceri. This one fouled away off the end of the bat. So we'll hold tight again here at 3-2. Benson in. Checks on Schramm, now on Trammell. The 3-2. Strike three. Benson will go down looking. 6th strikeout of the game for Colin Ciceri.
Number 10, Pate Katechis.
And that'll bring up Pate Katechis. Katechis. 1 for 2 on the day. Had a single in his first at bat. The pitch fouled away. The Lopers want to get back into this one. They're going to have to find a way to score with runners in position. Back in. The pitch. That one outside, and it's 1-1 now to Katechis. The pitch. That one low, 2-1 the count. Looking at the live stats here, it says the Lopers have only... the Lopers have left 6 on base to UCCS's 4. The 2-1, swing and a miss. 2 into the count now to Katechis. Katechis has long ball power. And if the Lopers want to make a run at this one, we would need one here. Set. The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Batting, number 32.
And that'll bring up Kirk McLeod. McLeod 0 for 2 on the day. McLeod in the box. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. 7 strikeouts on the day for Colin Ciceri. Set. The 0-1. This one fouled away. 0-2 the count now to the Loper catcher. So Siri checks on the runners. The 0-2. That one, they're going to say he went around, strike 3. Back-to-back-to-back strikeouts for Cesari as the Lopers strand 2 more. We head to the bottom of the 6th. UNK trails 8-0. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
This Loper Baseball Radio Network broadcast brought to you by the 2017 Upper Deck Club corporate sponsors, including 5 Points Bank, Aflac, Bruce Furniture, Bruner Frank LLC, the Buffalo County Fairgrounds, Coca-Cola, Culligan Water, and Eagle Dental.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers. We're the ones who turn ideas into action. We produce results to be proud of. We're innovative. It's not enough to just complete a job. We strive to do it better. We put more care into our work because we're people of integrity. We know it takes strength to make a difference, and making a difference is our strength. Seeing is believing. Visit unk.edu and schedule a campus visit today.
Welcome back. UNK trails 8-0 here at Spurgeon Field. And we got a new pitcher coming in for the Lopers. It is the righty from Kearney, Nebraska, number 17, Peyton Pocock. And Pocock comes in with an ERA of 4, an ERA of 9 even. So he looks to lower that here, and he's going to face the heart of the Mountain Lion order. 3, 4, 5, Medina, Hockmuth, and Mallon.
Efren Medina.
And right on cue, here is Efren Medina. Medina steps in. Mentioned earlier, the 10-run mercy rule after 7. As a pitch from Pocock in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. 2 runs away from that mercy rule. 2 runs and 3 outs away for the Mountain Lions. Is this pitch going to be lofted up into center? Edmond over to his left is going to camp under it and make the ground for out number 1. So a quick one here in the 6th, and that'll bring up Jeremy Hockmuth.
Jeremy Hockmuth.
Hockmuth 2 for 3 on the day. Came into today without a hit on the season. He's got 2 today. And also credit him with an RBI and a run scored. Pitch. In there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Pocock from the stretch with nobody on comes set. Pitch. That one low in the dirt. 1-1 the count. Hockmuth back in. Big righty. 6'3". The pitch. In there for a strike, and it's 1-2. Hockmuth steps out, readjusts, now steps in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So 2 down now here in the bottom of the 6th. And that'll bring up John Mallon.
John Mallon.
Mallon, 1 for 3 on the day. Pitch from Pocock. In there for a strike, and it's 0-1. 0-1, swung on and missed by Mallon. So the count now 0-2. Pocock. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And the Mountain Lions go down in order here in the 6th. We head to the 7th. UNK trails 8-0. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, it's the people who make the biggest difference. Here, students get the help and support they need to earn a quality education. Professors know your name and oftentimes help students find internships or even that first job after graduation. The campus is filled with people who care enough to make a difference in your life. It's also filled with opportunities to make a difference for others. Here, you can explore the world around you with confidence, knowing you have people behind you every step of the way. At UNK, we're all difference makers. We turn ideas into action. We produce results to be proud of. We put more care into our work because we're people of integrity. We know it takes strength to make a difference, and making a difference is our strength. Find out how you can make a difference at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Visit unk.edu and schedule a campus visit today.
Eight to nothing our score. Lopers trail. And the key to today has just been offensive production, as UCCS has come out and been extremely productive offensively, especially with 2 outs. And the Lopers, the exact opposite. The Lopers today have left 6 runners on base. And so their woes continue here. And hopefully they get out of this slump here in the top of the 7th. It's going to be Kirsch, Solomon, and Rudolph. As we've got a new pitcher coming in now for UCCS. It's number 37, Michael Gordon, senior from Colorado Springs, Colorado. And like I said, he's going to face Kirsch, Solomon, and Rudolph, the bottom of the Loper lineup.
Michael Gordon. And leading off the top of the 7th inning, number 1, Brent Kirsch.
Kirsch, 0 for 2 on the day, but has shown some nice glove work. First pitch from Gordon. In there for a strike at its 0-1. The pitch. Outside. 1-1 the count. One from Gordon to Kirsch. Fouled away. Count now 1-2. Colin Cesari. We'll give you his stat line in a moment as his day is over. Set. The pitch. Upstairs. 2-2 the count. Cesari, 6 innings, 5 hits, 8 strikeouts, no walks, no earned runs. 24 batters faced. The pitch. Strike 3. Kirsch goes down looking. The Lopers
now
tally up their 9th strikeout at the dish.
Solomon.
That'll bring up Matt Solomon. Solomon on the day. He is 1 for 2. Set. The pitch. Fouled away. 0-1 the count to the senior from Owasso, Oklahoma. Solomon doubled in his lone hit on the day. This one swung on and missed for a strike, and it's 0-2. Gordon looks in, has the sign. The pitch. Low, 1-2 the count. Gordon. The pitch, gonna be on the ground. Is Efren Medina's there? Throw to first in time. For out number 1. 4-3 put out. Those of you keeping track at home.
Now batting, number 3, Calvin Rudolph.
I'm going to bring up Calvin Rudolph, who's 0 for 1 on the day. Got hit by a pitch. As the pitch from Gordon is going to hit him again. Bumps and bruises for the freshman as he takes first base. And now a 2-out base runner. He is going to bring
now
up
batting, number 12,
the leadoff batter, Easton Edmond. Sent. Here's the pitch. That one upstairs. 1-0 the count to Edmond. Edmond back in. The 1-0. This one right back up the middle. Almost took Gordon's head along with it. And so a base hit from Edmond. That's his second of the game.
Now batting, number 5.
And that'll bring up Ricky Trammell. Trammell in the box. Or correction, time called now is Crabtree going to head out to speak with Gordon. Quick convo as we're back and ready for more live action. Trammell in. Here's the pitch from Gordon. That one in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Gordon, the 0-1 to Trammell. That one's low. 1-1 to the Loper first baseman. Trammell 1 for 3 on the day with a single. As he stepped in, called time, step back out. Time called now as Trammell step out again. Gordon checks on the runner at second. He has this one chopped foul. One into the count now to Trammell. Sent it to Blount, the 1-2. Strike 3. Trammell going to go down looking. And that will end the Loper top of the 7th. We head to the bottom half. UNK trails 8-0. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
All right, fans, it's now time for the 7th inning.
You're listening to the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
Discover new opportunities at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. Opportunities that lead to new connections and new passions. At UNK, you won't just go to class. You won't just meet people. You won't just get involved. Here, there's so much more. You'll get an experience that will impact who you are and what you will become. Around here, people know your name. It's up to you what it will be. At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers. Find out how you can make a difference at unk.edu.
Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wiersbicki.
Welcome back. Lopers trail 8-0. And it's going to be Colin Ludwig to lead it 6-7-8 to face Peyton Pocock. First pitch from Pocock. He is going to hit him. Ludwig will take first. Two outs here, or correction,
Now
two
batting,
runs here.
Number 28, J.B. Crabtree.
Two runs here for the Mountain Lions would put them at 10-0. And that would be the end of the ball game if we're following the mercy rule. Pitch from Pocock outside. 1-0. Deep breath as Jamie Crabtree steps in. He's 1 for 3 on the day with a home run. First ever at home for UCCS. Stamps in. 1-1 count. Here, and they'll pick over back safely. Is Ludwig. We have a defensive change as Ricky Trammell has left the ball game, now playing first base. He was a freshman from Kearney, Nebraska, Ty Roseberry. That one low. 2-1 the count. Deep breath as Crabtree steps back in. And they'll pick over back safely again as Ludwig. Set. The 2-1. This one lofted up into shallow left. Katetchis hustling, and he's going to call everyone off and can't make the grab as it falls. Be interesting to see how they score that one. As Katetchis was maybe 5 feet from the infield. The freshman Rudolph should have taken the ball there.
Number 4.
And now with 2 on and nobody out, that'll bring up Matthew McDermott, the 8-hole hitter. McDermott 2 for 2 on the day. As the righty steps in to face the righty Pocock. As that one upstairs for a ball. 1-0. They're going to give a hit to Crabtree. As McDermott, 2 doubles on the day. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1 now the count. Pocock has a sign. Checks on Ludwig at second. 1-1. This one lofted up in the infield. It's going to be infield fly rule. Batter is out. As Rudolph makes the grab anyways.
Now batting, number 6.
And that'll bring up Scott Martinez, the 9-hole hitter, who's 1 for 2 on the day. Pocock has the sign. 1 down, 2 on. The pitch. In there for a strike at its own 1. Pocock back up on the mound. Checks on Ludwig. The 0-1, and nope, they'll pick over. Back safely, Ludwig at second. Just trying to keep him close. Set at the belt. The 0-1. In there for a strike at its 0-2 now. Eight to nothing our score here in the bottom of the 7th. 2 on and 1 down. The pitch. That one in the dirt as McLeod able to keep it in front. Runners will hold tight. The count 1-2. Like I mentioned, Martinez 1 for 2 on the day. Has a single. Was hit by a pitch in his second at bat. Grounded out to third in his first at bat. A 1-2. This one going to be roped down the left field line. Foul. So we'll hold tight here at 1-2. Pocock. Set at the belt. The 1-2. This one roped to foul. Out of play. Scott Martinez hitting .222 on the year. Hitting .500 with runners in scoring position. He's got one in scoring position now with 1 down. Pinch from Pocock. This one chopped on the ground to third, and they'll call it foul. As it was close. So he'll come back and battle again at 1-2. Stamps in. Pocock. Has the sign. Checks on Ludwig at second, the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Pocock's third strikeout of the game. And now with 2 down, that'll bring up the leadoff batter, Zach Hall. Hollow lefty, 1 for 4 on the day with a single. No correction. Yes, a single. 2 strikeouts to his credit as well. Pocock set. The first pitch. This one going to get away from McLeod. The runner going to take off for second. The throw down a little high. The tag got him. And that'll end the bottom of the 7th. We head to the 8th. UNK trails 8-0. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers. Stop and think about your future, 5 or even 10 years down the road. What are you doing? How are you living your life? If you're picturing yourself in a meaningful job and contributing to your community, UNK can help. We specialize in showing people how to make a difference every day. That's a powerful outlook on life. College awaits. Your application shouldn't. Apply today to UNK and get ahead on scholarships and housing for next year. Learn more at unk.edu.
This Loper Baseball Radio Network broadcast brought to you by the 2017 Upper Deck Club corporate sponsors, including Field Goal Agronomics, First National Bank, Jersey Sports Bar and Grill, Johnson Lawn and Landscape, Nebraska Star Beef, Nebraska Land Distributors, and Nebraska Land National Bank.
Welcome back as the sun has finally dipped down behind the mountains. We had an ugly shade coming across the field there for a while, but that has now been corrected courtesy of the mountains to our west here. As Lopers, kind of a off day. Some things just have not fallen their way yet today. And I mean, this is a sport where you can sit there and you can say, hey, you know, we need some good luck to be pretty good. And if you're that person, you're sitting here today watching this baseball game saying, hey, you know what? The Lopers, they put some things together. Just luck has not fallen their way. They had bases loaded in the third, couldn't score. Had 2 on with nobody out in the top of the second. And, you know, there's a strikeout in there. The next batter comes up, lines one right to Mallon at first, who is standing right next to the bag. He snags it, taps first, and there you go, double play to end the inning. So just some bad luck. And then defensively, you look at it, and the Mountain Lions have just, I mean, they're hitting them where the Lopers aren't. And so it's time for Lopers' luck to turn here in the top of the 8th. And it's Dallas Schramm to lead it off. The first pitch is a ball, 1-0. New pitcher in for UCCS. And it's Blake Williams who comes in with a 6.75 ERA. That pitch upstairs, and it's 2-0. 3-4-5 due up. Schramm 1 for 3 on the day with a single. Here's the pitch from Williams. Schramm going to launch this one up a mile in the air. As the shortstop McDermott going to call everyone off. He's going to make the grab for out number 1.
Now batting.
So 1 down will bring up Brooks Benson.
Brooks Benson.
Benson 0 for 3 on the day. As he steps in, the first pitch. Going to be chomped on the ground. McDermott can't get it as it hits off his glove and rolls into left. A base hit. Benson's first of the ball game. And now 1 down will bring up Pate Katentius.
Now batting, number 10, Pate Katentius.
Katentius, 1 for 3 on the day with a single. Stamps in. First pitch from Williams. Katentius going to watch this one in there for a strike at its own 1. UCCS, they scored 6 in the bottom of the 4th, 1 in the bottom of the 5th, and have been scoreless since. Is that one outside? 1-1 to Katentius. Katentius' average sits at .222 going into this at-bat. The 1-1 upstairs as they're going to throw down. Benson back safely. 2-1 the count here to the Loper left fielder, Pate Katetches. Katetches back in. Pitch from Williams. Foul tipped into the glove of Crabtree. And it's 2-2. With that sun going down, it's gotten chilly here at Spurgeon Field. The pitch. Katetches going to watch this one low and outside. And it's 3-2 now. Big at bat, big pitch here for Katetches. Lopers trying to get some runs on the board. The pitch. Katetches going to line this one into the glove of the third baseman. The throw to first will double him off. And some more bad luck for the Lopers here in the bottom of the eighth. As we head, or correction, in the top of the eighth, we head to the bottom of the eighth. UNK trails 8-0. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
Remember to stop by after the game.
You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, we are difference makers.
I'm making a difference by researching new and better ways to diagnose Alzheimer's.
I'm making a difference by being the first one in my family to attend college.
By inspiring others to overcome challenges.
By teaching kids to be active and live healthy.
By throwing a concert to benefit the Youth AIDS Foundation.
By helping students reach new heights.
By cheering the Lopers on to victory!
Discover how you can make a difference at unk.edu.
Here's the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wiersbicki.
Welcome back to Spurgeon Field. Colton Wiersbicki here with you as the Lopers trail 8-0 heading into the bottom of the eighth. And pitching change now for the Lopers, and it's a righty. And I want to read this off to you here as he takes the mound because it's just amazing. Number 38 is our new pitcher, the 6'9", 200-pound junior from Arlington, Nebraska, Thomas Rui. And this will be Rui's first appearance in a Loper uniform. As just a tall, lanky kid who's got a little zip on his fastball. This is his first year with the Lopers, as he attended Ellsworth Community College last year. And he comes in here to face 1, 2, 3, starting with Zach Hall.
Now pitching for the Lopers, number 38, Thomas Rui. And leading off for the Mountain Lions in the bottom of the eighth inning.
Hall going to step in here,
7,
1 for 4.
Zach Hall.
A single and 2 strikeouts, including a fly out to left. First pitch from Rui. Low and outside, 1-0. Rui toes the rubber. Here's the pitch. This one lofted up to left. Katetches over to his right, hustling, caught. Nice play by Pate Katetches as he grabbed it and then a step later ran into the wall in foul territory over there in left.
Now batting, number 2.
And so now
Keel.
that'll bring up Tyler Keel, who's 1 for 4 on the day also. Keel in the box. First pitch from Rui. This one lofted up to deep center. Easton Edmond calling everyone off as he's going to make the grab for out number 2. So 2 quick ones here for Rui in the bottom of the 8th. And that'll bring up what looks like a pinch hitter. It will be Parker Johnson.
Number 16, Efren Medina.
And Parker Johnson steps in. Righty-righty matchup. No pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Number 1 in your scorebook, Parker Johnson, a sophomore from West Des Moines, Iowa. Here's the pitch. That one in there for a strike. The count 0-2. Early back up on the rubber as Johnson steps out. The 0-2 low and outside. 1-2 the count now. Johnson replaces Efren Medina, who was 2 for 4 on the day with a run scored and an RBI. The 1-2. They're going to check down, and they're going to say, no, we didn't. Johnson back in. Rui set at the belt. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. We head to the 9th. Last chance for the Lopers. They've got to put 8 up on the scoreboard to make this work. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.
The University of Nebraska at Kearney is ready to make a difference for you. Here, you'll get a quality education and graduate on time with less debt. You'll also have an unforgettable college experience. Join a club, become a leader, make a real difference for yourself and others. Choosing the right college is a big decision. Trust your future with people who care about your success. Choose the University of Nebraska at Kearney because we are difference makers.
Loper fans, be sure to follow your UNK baseball team wherever they play from wherever you are. Most home games are broadcast on 1340 AM KGFW, and all games, both home and away, are broadcast online via the Loper Baseball Radio Network. Just follow the link found on lopers.com to listen via radio stream or YouTube so you don't miss a minute of your Lopers in action all season long.
Williams still on the bump as he gets ready to face Kirk McLeod as the first pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. The leg kick and the pitch from Williams swung on a miss for a strike. And the count 1-1. 6, 7, 8 due up McLeod, Kirsch, and Solomon for the Lopers. That pitch, strike 3. As I had the count wrong, it was 0-2. And he goes down looking.
Now batting, number 1, Brent Kirsch.
And that'll bring up Brent Kirsch with 1 down. First pitch from Williams to Kirsch in there for a strike, 0-1. The leg kick and the pitch. This one chopped to the ground, foul. 0-2 now to the Loper third baseman. Here's the pitch. This one fouled away. So the count will hold it 0-2. This one fouled down the first base side, so we'll hold again here at 0-2. Kershaw on the day 0 for 3. Strikeout and a hit by pitch. The late kick and the 0-2. Kirsch can watch this one upstairs, and it's 1-2. That one in there. Strike 3. So the Lopers down to their final out. That'll bring up Matt Solomon.
Now batting, number 9, Matt Solomon.
Solomon steps in. He's 1 for 3 on the day with a double. Is that pitch inside, 1-0. That one upstairs. 2-0 now to the Loper second baseman from Owasso, Oklahoma. Here's the pitch. Solomon going to watch that one, and it's 3-0. Williams. The 3-0. Upstairs, ball 4. Solomon will take first. So 2-out base runner here in the 9th for the Lopers. Will bring up Calvin Rudolph.
Number 3, Calvin Rudolph.
Rudolph, 0 for 1 on the day. Couple hit by pitches. As the first pitch he sees is upstairs, and 5 straight balls thrown here from Williams. His time called now, and they'll have a conference out on the mound. Has the sign. The pitch. In there for a strike, and it's 1-1. The 1-1. Inside. 2-1 the count. Two one to Rudolph. Swung on and missed for a strike, and it's 2-2. Lopers down to their final strike. The pitch. This one lofted to left. The left fielder hustling back. And he's going to make the... No, he dropped it at the warning track. Coming around is Solomon. The throw home is not in time. No, he called him out. Heck of a way to end the ball game.
And that's the end of the game.
Your final score. UCCS 8, UNK nothing. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
To win, your Mountain Lions improve to 5.
And that's the ball game. Stay tuned. Coming up, your Loper Baseball postgame show brought to you by Runza, where the difference is real. You're listening. This Loper Baseball Radio Network broadcast brought to you by the 2017 Upper Deck Club corporate sponsors, including Marcotte Insurance, Midway Chevrolet, Runza, Samson Construction, TM Sporting Goods, U.S. Bank, Vintage Title and Escrow Company, and Eunice Hospitality.
There's something to be said about those quality Nebraska values. Waving at a neighbor, working hard each day, helping someone in need. At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, those qualities lead to an incredible college experience. The campus is filled with people who care enough to make a difference in the lives of students. They also show you how to make a difference for others and positively impact the world around you. At the University of Nebraska at Kearney, that's called being a difference maker. Find out how you can make a difference at unk.edu.
Welcome back to the Loper Baseball postgame show, brought to you by Runza, 2 locations in Kearney where the difference is real. And now, the voice of the Loper Baseball Radio Network, Colton Wierzbicki.
Well, I said it before earlier in the game, and this is kind of how it went for the Lopers today, but they just couldn't find a way to get some luck on their side. Some things didn't go their way offensively. Some things definitely didn't go their way defensively, and at the end of the day, that results in an 8-0 loss. So let's kind of take a look at the stats today for the Lopers. As Easton Edmond on the day, 2 for 4. Ricky Trammell, 1 for 4. He was replaced by Ty Roseberry, who did not get an at-bat. Dallas Schramm, 1 for 4 on the day. Brooks Benson, 1 for 4. Pete Katechis, 1 for 4. Kirk McLeod, 0 for 4. Brent Kirsch, 0 for 4. Matt Solomon, 1 for 3. Calvin Rudolph, 1 for 2. As the losing pitcher today is going to be Tanner Spencer. He pitched 5 innings, gave up 12 hits, 8 earned, no walks. He had 2 strikeouts, 2 wild pitches, and 29 batters faced. Gave up 5 doubles and a home run. And his ERA now skyrockets back up to 14.81. And 2 guys out of the bullpen today, Peyton Pocock, who pitched 2 scoreless innings, and Thomas Rui, who pitched a scoreless inning. All right, fans, it's now time for our difference maker of the game.
And now it's time for the Loper Baseball difference maker of the game, brought to you by Runza, where the difference is real.
My difference maker of the game today is going to go to 2 people, Peyton Pocock and Thomas Rui, the 2 guys out of the bullpen for the Lopers today. They combined for 3 scoreless innings in today's 8-0 loss. Ladies and gentlemen, your difference makers of the game, Thomas Rui and Peyton Pocock.
That was the Loper Baseball difference maker of the game, brought to you by Runza, 2 locations in Kearney where the difference is real.
All right, baseball fans, well, that's going to do it for me here today. Once again, Lopers fall 8-0 to Colorado. Colorado Springs will be back tomorrow for a doubleheader between these 2 squads. First pitch for that one is scheduled for, I believe, 1 p.m. Well, let's make this official here, as UNK now falls to 4-5 on the year. And that doubleheader tomorrow is going to be crucial for the Lopers if they want to get ready for this conference season coming up, as tomorrow's doubleheader will start at 2 p.m. your time, 1 p.m. our time. So 2 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Mountain for those of you out there listening. And it's going to be Bradley Brown and Mitchell Robinson on the mound, 2 of the top pitchers in this Loper pitching staff right now. So once again, that's going to do it for me here at Spurgeon Field. We'll be back tomorrow. Make sure you follow the link on Twitter to listen, or go to lopers.com and the schedule page on the baseball site and click the link there. You'll be able to listen to tomorrow's game and tomorrow's doubleheader against the University of Colorado at Colorado Springs. Also, don't forget to head over to Facebook here in just a few moments, like the UNK Athletics Facebook page, as we're going to have a one-on-one conversation with head coach Damon Day and get his thoughts on today's 8-0 loss. For Brandon Bennett's back in the studio, I'm Colton Wurzbicki saying so long here from Colorado Springs. We'll see you tomorrow starting at 2 p.m. Central Time. You're listening to UNK Baseball on the Loper Baseball Radio Network.